Watch these dates in the month of February. As checks are going out, money will be distributed, and some very important announcements will be made. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now in this video, I'm going to be discussing a handful of very important dates throughout the entire month of February, as like I said, checks will be distributed, money going out to millions and millions of people, as well as some very, very important announcements will be made, and I want to point all this out for you because this is all going to impact us in some way, shape, or form. Therefore, we need to pay attention to what is actually going on right now, as a lot is happening yet again in the month of February. So let's get right into it. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so. And because I am your one and only daily advocate, I'm here for you right by your side every single day, watching all this new information hitting the wire, doing all the necessary research, and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can stay updated with what is actually going on as this information is being released, and most importantly, how it's going to impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and of course anything out there right now you can possibly grab and or take advantage of as a low income or fixed income beneficiary. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. And always remember, I am here for you in any way that I possibly can be. That's my dedication, that's my commitment, and that is my promise to you and everybody right here in the community. All right, thanks again. Make sure to subscribe down below, and let's get into it and talk through all of these dates throughout the month of February that we know of as of right now, which, by the way, quick disclaimer, as we work our way through the month, I guarantee you 100% there will be more big announcements coming out that we don't know about yet. But as of right now, these are the ones that we have on our calendar, and I want to point out for you because a lot of things are happening yet again, even in a very short month. And again, there's going to be a lot of busy stuff going on. All right, so let's work our way through these. Again, I'm going to work through the month in chronological order, starting at the beginning of the month, working our way through the end of the month, and I want to point out some key dates that I am watching this month as well, and again, what is going on. All right, so February 1st, we need to pay attention to this one. There are a few different things that are happening. Number one, the FOMC meeting is wrapping up. In other words, the Federal Reserve is wrapping up their meeting the afternoon, February 1st, okay? So basically right here and now, right? They are wrapping up their meeting. And why do we care about this? Because this is the meeting that they're going to tell us what they're doing with interest rates. Are they going to continue to raise interest rates? Are they possibly going to pause? Are they going to bring down interest rates? What are they going to be doing? Well, that is why we got to pay attention to this, because remember this much as well. Over the last probably 8, 9, 10 months now, we've been seeing the Federal Reserve aggressively raising interest rates as a result of bringing down this inflation, or attempting to bring down the inflation. Hasn't really been working all that well. Maybe a little bit, but not much, right? So as a result of that, we got to continue watching the Federal Reserve very closely, because here's the thing. If any of us are paying interest on anything like credit card money that we're floating on credit card balances, if we're opening up new debt products like auto loans, student loans, mortgages, credit cards, literally anything like this, it's all going to be pegged directly to what the Federal Reserve is doing with their interest rate policy. So very important stuff here, and the Federal Reserve meets every 6 weeks, and again, they're wrapping up their meeting basically right now, okay? So very important stuff we got to pay attention to, and of course, as I do get more details on that, I will bring you that information right away. By the way, it's a 2-day meeting, starts on the 31st of January and wraps up basically right now, okay? So that's what it comes down to, February 1st. Also, February 1st is the day that SSI beneficiaries and those of you receiving fixed income benefits who typically receive your payments on the 1st of the month, this is when you're going to get it, right? So you probably already have it, which is awesome. Congratulations. I'm super happy for you. And yes, by the way, this payment also does include your second higher payment of 2023, including the cost of living adjustment. So yes, you will be getting that higher payment. And again, this will continue throughout the entire year of 2023 as well, your higher payment. Amazing, right? Number 2, in the bank. Nice. Right where it should be, right in your bank, not in anybody else's bank, right? Or in your possession, more like. All right, so now let's quickly go out to the 3rd of February. Couple things going on here. This is the date that we're going to be getting the announcement for the non-farm payroll number. Now, what is this? This is going to be the announcement letting us know how many jobs were created or possibly lost in the month of January 2023. So this is the non-farm payroll number, and this is a very highly anticipated number that we want to watch very closely, because this lets us know what's going on with the job market. Are jobs being created? Are jobs being lost? Is the unemployment rate going up? Is it going down? Is it staying flat? fact what is going on. We're also getting a reading on real unemployment. We're also getting a reading on the labor participation rate. In other words, how many people out there ages 16 or older, or basically, sorry, not 16 or older, 16 to 65, so that is the range, ages 16 to 65, who are either looking for work or actively engaged in work. Again, the labor participation rate, a very important metric that we want to watch because statistically, this has been going down. In other words, less people in the workforce. Again, we've got to watch all this stuff closely. Next, this is the date in which those of you that are receiving a fixed income benefit and generally receive your payments on the 3rd of the month, well, check it out, Friday, and this is the date that you're going to get it as well. So stay tuned for that. You probably already know about it. And again, I talked about that just the other day as I laid out all the key payment dates throughout the month of February. And again, hope that one helps you. But again, make sure to continue watching your bank account, your Direct Express card, wherever you typically get your payment. That is the day you'll be getting it. All right, next, let's fast forward out to Wednesday, which is February 8th. This is the second Wednesday of the month, and this is the date in which those of you that have a birthday landing between the 1st and the 10th of the month who receive Social Security, retirement, SSDI, survivor's benefits, this is the date in which you'll be getting your payment provided your birthday lands between the 1st and the 10th of the month, the second Wednesday, which happens to be February 8th. Yes, we are getting payments a lot earlier in the month of February just because the 1st of the month lands on a Wednesday, the best of all the worlds. As you probably know because you've been watching the videos here on the channel for a while now, I personally love when the 1st of the month lands on a Wednesday because that means payments arrive a lot sooner versus it could be a lot worse if the 1st of the month lands on a Thursday, like what we saw in December a couple months ago here. Then yes, payments would be arriving about 6 days later. That's a lot later, especially as a fixed income beneficiary with all this inflation right now. 6 days is a lot of time to wait for your money, especially during a time right now when you need every penny you can get as soon as you can possibly get it. Anyway, February 8th, that is the second Wednesday of the month. Now, let's fast forward out to February 14th. What's on this day? Well, a couple things. Let me point out the obvious. Obviously, Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day in advance. Hope you don't eat too much chocolate. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's also a good reason to eat a bunch of chocolate at the same time, right? So who knows? Maybe I should do a bunch of chocolate giveaways between now and then. How cool would that be, right? Send out like a bar of chocolate to everybody. That'd be super cool. Oh, by the way, do you like, what kind of chocolate do you like? Do you like milk chocolate, dark chocolate, or white chocolate, right? I'm a dark chocolate type of person. The darker, the better. If you can get it to me black chocolate, if there was such a thing, I would love it. Super huge fan of that. So anyway, just throwing that out there really quick. I'd love to hear from you down below. What is your favorite? Anyway, so yes, obviously February 14th is Valentine's Day, but then also again, the morning of February 14th, we will also be getting the announcement out of the BLS, Bureau of Labor Statistics, in regards to the CPI, Consumer Price Index, okay? This is otherwise known as the inflation report. This is going to be the inflation report for the month of January 2023. Obviously, right? It's not going to be from last year, 2022. I mean, seriously. So, sorry. Sorry to state the obvious there, but yes, this will be the date in which we get the inflation report for January, and it's going to let us know what's going on with inflation. Is it still going up? Has it plateaued? Is it going down? What's going on with inflation here? Is it still very high? I can tell you this much. I guarantee you it's still going to be very high. Historic to where it should be. Inflation should be around 2 to 2.5%. That is generally the benchmark of the Federal Reserve, is where they want to keep inflation. Well, as of recently, we've been seeing inflation about 5 or more percent above that. So yeah, we're well above where we should be with inflation, okay? So this will be the next metric. This will be the next reading that we need to get, which will be the morning of February 14th. And this is going to be the release of the CPI, again, Consumer Price Index, the inflation report that'll let us know what's going on with inflation. And this will also help the Federal Reserve determine what they're going to do with their interest rate policy going forward. Stay aggressive, maybe calm it down a little bit, maybe plateau, we don't really know. Again, this will help them out determine what needs to happen going forward with the inflation. And again, I'll keep you posted with that information. as we do get that announcement, on the 14th. So I'll keep you posted on that. Next, let's quickly talk about the 15th now, the next day, which is the third Wednesday of the month. And this is the date in which those of you that have a birthday landing between the 11th and the 20th of the month who receive benefits including Social Security retirement, disability, SSDI, survivor's benefits. If your birthday lands between the 11th and the 20th of the month, this is when you're going to get your payment the third Wednesday of the month, again, February 15th. So again, as you can see here, this is significantly earlier than what we saw just a couple months ago. And again, it's all because the first of the month landed on a Wednesday. So I love getting payments earlier. This is so cool, right? I absolutely love this when the first lands on a lands on a Wednesday, just because we get paid so much sooner here. Let me give you a quick example. In December, the third Wednesday landed on the 21st. Okay, 6 days difference. Makes a huge difference. Anyway, that's why I'm so obsessed with this whole the first on a Wednesday kind of thing, because it just means you get paid so much sooner, and I love it, right? Who doesn't want to get paid sooner? You know what I mean? It's just the best of all the worlds. That's why I keep saying that. So anyway, that is the third Wednesday. Again, the February 15th, third Wednesday, for those of you at the birthday between the 11th and the 20th of the month. All right, next, let's fast forward out to the 22nd of the month, and that is the fourth Wednesday. And this is for those of you, again, receiving these fixed income benefits, and you'll be getting your payment on this day, provided your birthday lands between the 21st and the 31st of the month. This is when your payment arrives. So the fourth Wednesday of the month, which is the 22nd, again, rolling in almost a week earlier than what we saw previously here over the last couple months. So pretty cool stuff right there. Again, as always, continue watching your Direct Express card, your bank account, wherever you happen to get your payments. That is where you'll see it. And a lot of times we do see these payments pending maybe a couple days early. But if you don't see it pending early, don't worry about it. It'll still roll in as it always does. There should not be any delay there. It's not a holiday, nothing like that. And again, yes, this will be your second higher payment for 2023, which will include your benefit increase because of the annual cost of living adjustment. But again, that's not new. That's the same thing that you got in January, right? So this is already payment number 2, including the higher benefit. But again, just want to point that out. But again, obviously, you know this, and this will continue throughout the entire year of 2023. And again, pretty exciting stuff. So these are the announcements. These are the key dates that I'm watching as of right now. However, like I said earlier, I can guarantee you 100%, I can promise you this much. As we work our way through the month of February, there's going to be big announcements. There's going to be big information coming out. There's going to be new packages, proposals, announcements, amendments, bills, pieces of legislation. There's going to be new things coming out of the new Congress, all these new lawmakers. I can guarantee it. There will be more things popping up, but these are the ones that are on the calendar as of right now. A lot of times when these announcements come out, they're usually not planned, but maybe the administration comes out and says something. Maybe some lawmakers come out and say something. We don't know that. We'll know that as the announcements are being made. And again, which is why I'm watching everything very closely. I'm doing all that research and breaking it down for you each and every day in these short videos. So again, hope this one helps you out to better understand what's going on throughout the month of February, some of the key dates I'm watching out there. And again, I'm going to continue watching this in real time throughout the course of the month, as I always do, to make sure that I'm staying tuned with everything going on. And as I do get that information, of course, I'll bring it to you right away in these videos. So again, please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day, have a good one, stay warm out there, and I'll catch you again later in the next